Hit go live. I wasn't live after all. Okay, my apologies, folks. You would think I'm a rookie at this and brand new, but it helps when you hit the go live button to actually be live. So, my apologies. All right, folks. Well, since you missed my short pregame in the first, about the first 5 minutes of quarter number one here, the score is updated here. It is the Lady Buffaloes 4, the Lady Mustangs 3. A three-point shot by the Lady Mustangs get them on the board. A couple free throws and a field goal by the Lady Buffaloes give them their 4 points as McGee goes down court, misses the layup. So just under 3 minutes to go here in quarter one. Nice pass inside to McGee. McGee able to put it up and in and convert the left-handed layup. Foul on the drive to the basket as number 5 is checked into the ball game for the Lady Mustangs. That's Deandra Ironcloud. .223 to go here in quarter number one. Lady Buffaloes lead 6-3. A little bit of pressure on the backcourt. Lady Buffaloes able to break it as they get it to Schnee. Schnee inside to Deal. Deal puts it up. Scoop shot. Can't get it to go. It's going to go off the Lady Buffaloes and be Lady Mustang basketball. Again, my apologies, folks. I thought I was live earlier and was not, so thank you to those out there for letting me know. Here's a drive by Zephyr. She kicks it out. That shot missed. Rebounded by the Lady Buffaloes as Kinsey Hall is now checked into the game for the Lady Buffs. This will be knocked out of bounds off the Lady Mustangs and remain Lady Buffalo basketball. Turnover on the Lady Buffs. Here comes Ferguson. And we're going to get a blocking foul on, looks like Briggs. Briggs will pick up her first. And the Lady Mustangs will inbound underneath their own basket. That long shot attempt by Zephyr in and out. Hall comes away with the rebound. And Schnee will bring it up across the timeline for the Lady Buffs. Schnee gets it right back underneath. It's going to get fouled. Looks like that's going to go on Summer Marshall, who's checked into the game for the Lady Mustangs as well. So Journey Schnee will head to the free throw line for 2. First free throw too strong. Schnee able to knock down the second. Zephyr with it gets to Ferguson. Ferguson drives, puts up the shot, too strong. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's short jumper can't get it to go. Schnee there with the rebound. Now Hall will bring it up for the Lady Buffaloes. Momentarily loses it, gets it to Schnee. Schnee finds Briggs cutting. Briggs puts up the shot too strong. Under a minute to go now here in period number 1. Zephyr for a long three-point attempt. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Marshall. Out of bounds off the Lady Buffs. 40 seconds to go now as the Mustangs will inbound underneath their own basket. Gets to Zephyr. Zephyr off the glass this time for 3, and that's good. So that'll cut the deficit to 7-6 as we got a foul right at midcourt. And that'll be the 5th team foul on the Lady Mustangs. So that is going to send Kinsey Hall to the free throw line. Hall's first free throw off the mark. Hall able to knock down the second. Lady Buffaloes with an 8-6 lead with 25 seconds remaining here in quarter 1. Ferguson with it. She'll drive to the basket, loses it. Picked up by Zephyr, who will get fouled. Looks like that's just that will be the 15th foul on the Lady Buffs as well, so that'll send Tasha Zephyr to the free throw line for a couple. Can't get the first one to go. As Ryan Bothwell will check into the ball game for the Lady Buffs. Zephyr's second rattles out. Schnee there for the rebound. Gets it to Bothwell. 10 seconds for the Lady Buffaloes to work with, and we're going to have a foul at midcourt again. This will send Hall back to the free throw line. Hall able to knock down the first. Hall able to knock down the second as well. She's got 3 points, all on free throws. See if the Lady Mustangs can get a shot off here. They do. That floater is up and good. That was Zephyr. So let's count that bucket, and at the end of one, it's going to be the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes 10 and the Little Wound Lady Mustangs 8. Let's go and take a quarter break here. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
For high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Alec Plumbing.
All right, back live, actually live this time at Parkview Auditorium. My apologies again, folks, as I thought I was live earlier and obviously wasn't, as I didn't hit the go live button like I should have. So my apologies to all of our sponsors and to the senior girls as I missed their ceremony, as I again thought I was live capturing all that, but all for naught. So my apologies to everyone out there as we get underway here for second quarter action now. As Zephyr will get it over to Tibbetts, to Ferguson. Tries to get it down low to Brewer, nearly stolen. Lady Mustangs maintain possession. Tibbetts back to Zephyr. Ferguson with it, she'll drive, puts up the scoop shot, comes up short, but is going to get fouled and head to the free throw line. So Briley Ferguson to the free throw line for the first time tonight, where she'll shoot 2. First one is no good. As Kinsey Hall checks back in for Addie Deal, who has picked up her 3rd foul. Addie's had a history of foul trouble this year, so she will take a seat. Ferguson's 2nd free throw, no good. Journey Schnee there for the rebound. As Hall will bring it up. Gets it to Schnee. To Briggs. McGee at top of the key. McGee will drive. McGee puts it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Here's Norman with it. Now to Briggs. Back to Norman. Free throw line to Schnee. Tries to find Briggs. Gets it knocked away again. 5 to go on the shot clock. Schnee's going to have to put up a long jumper in and out as that almost fell. As Tibbetts will bring it up court now for the Mustangs. Gets it over to Ferguson. Ferguson to Zephyr. She'll drive middle again. Kicks it out to Tibbetts. Tibbetts long 3 in and out. Saved by the Mustangs, and we're going to get a foul. It's going to go on Poirier. As Poirier will check out, and number 5 is Deandra Ironcloud back in. Hall across the timeline to Schnee. Down in the corner to Norman. Back to Schnee in the low post. Schnee with a nice move. Able to put up the short jumper and good. Increases the Buffalo lead to 12-8 with just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Brewer with it. Gets it to Ironcloud. She'll take the baseline jumper. Comes up short. Offensive rebound. Long 3 top of the key by the Mustangs. That one's no good and rebounded by McGee. As Hall will get it to McGee, who gets it to Briggs. Back to Schnee. Back inside to Briggs, and Briggs is going to get fouled. I believe that's going to go on Tibbetts. So Lady Buffalo's to inbound underneath her own basket, gets it to Briggs. To Norman, to McGee. McGee will drive middle. Had an opening, decides to pass it off to Hall. Hall puts up the jumper and knocks it down. Kinsey Hall with her first field goal to go along with some free throws. Buffalo's increased their lead to 14-8 with just over 5 minutes to go. Schnee comes away with a loose ball. We got a timeout, 30-second timeout called by Keeley Braceland. Let's go ahead and we'll take a 30-second timeout with him as well. We'll be back right after this.
Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Do you have a pest problem?
All right, 14-8 lead here for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes with just over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Lady Buffaloes in possession as they just got a turnover. Hall will get it to McGee. Down to Norman in the corner. Norman goes baseline. Tries to get it cross court. Gets it deflected and stolen by the Lady Mustangs. As Tibbetts will bring it across the timeline. Off to Zephyr. To Ferguson. Ferguson drives middle. Gets it stolen. As Hall will set things up once again here for the Lady Buffs. Loses her dribble a bit. Gets it to Schnee, who finds Norman. Norman will take the corner three, too strong. Offensive rebound, though, by Briggs. And that's Tibbetts who will pick up another foul. That's going to be her third. As we're going to have a substitution probably for Tibbetts as Alyssa Brewer checks back in. As the Lady Buffs will inbound underneath their own basket. Gets it to Norman. And we're going to have another foul. As that one's going to go against Alyssa Brewer. Fourth team foul, so next one's going to put Stanley County in the bonus. Inbound goes to Norman. That jumper too strong. McGee with the offensive rebound. That shot doesn't go. Schnee's there for the offensive board. She can't get it to go, but she's going to get fouled and head back to the free throw line. Schnee's first free throw a little too strong. Schnee able to knock down the second. So Zephyr will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Mustangs. It's to Ironcloud. Over to Ferguson. Back to Ironcloud. Ironcloud loses it, able to keep possession. Now finds Ferguson as she spins inside, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. And rebound goes to Hall. Hall gets it to McGee, who swings it to Briggs. Briggs will drive, gets tripped up, no foul called, and it'll go off of Briggs and be Lady Mustang basketball. Zephyr to Ferguson. Ironcloud top of the key. She fakes, drives middle, and is going to pick up a foul, but not on the shot. They're going to say before the shot, so Lady Mustangs will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. As Bothwell is going to check in for McGee, as McGee picked up her third foul. Inbound goes to Brewer. Brewer able to put it up off the glass and in. Her first basket this evening. So cuts the deficit 15-10 now here for the Lady Buffaloes. Here's Schnee. Schnee puts up the short jumper, can't get it to go. And Ferguson comes away with the rebound. As Ironcloud will set things up now for the Mustangs to Ferguson. Zephyr inside to Brewer. Brewer loses it right into the hands of Schnee. And here comes Briggs for the Lady Buffs. And Briggs is going to get fouled, and that'll be the fifth team foul, so that'll send Kiera Briggs to the free throw line. As Zephyr will pick up the foul. That'll be her second. So Briggs looking to get on the, or in the scorebook, I should say. And that first free throw is off. As Tara Rogers checks in now for the Lady Mustangs. Briggs able to knock down the second free throw. 16-10 advantage with 2:40 to go here in the first half. Ironcloud with it, tries to find Brewer. A couple Lady Buffaloes with their hands on it. Bothwell, who's checked in, comes away with it. Knocked out of bounds off the Mustangs. It'll remain Lady Buffalo basketball. As Leilani Richards is now checked in for the Lady Mustangs. Briggs will inbound it to Schnee. Schnee's long jumper, a little too strong. Ironcloud there for the rebound. Here's Zephyr with it up top of the key. She'll take the three. Off the back iron, no good. As Norman comes away with the rebound. Norman will drive middle, gets it to Schnee. Schnee will drive up off the glass too strong, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Briggs. And Zephyr is going to pick up foul number 3 on Briggs again and send Briggs back to the free throw line. Briggs' first free throw too strong. Briggs able to knock down one of two once again. And we'll give the Lady Buffaloes a 17-10 advantage with under 2 minutes to go here now in the first half. Here's Ironcloud with it. Kicks to Brewer, but Ironcloud's going to get fouled on the drive. Again, she passed it off, but so no shot as the Mustangs will inbound underneath their own basket here. Scoreboard here says 17-9. I have 17-10. I'll have to double check that here in a moment. Long jumper by Ironcloud. No good as we're going to have a jump ball situation underneath. Possession arrow is going to favor the Lady Buffaloes. Here's Hall with it. Gets it to Briggs. To Bothwell. Bothwell tries to get to Schnee too strong. As Richards able to come up with the turnover and the steal. Here's Ironcloud. To Brewer. Brewer will drive baseline, puts up the shot. Can't get it to go, but will head to the free throw line for a couple free throws. As Kira Briggs has picked up her third foul. So Lady Buffalo's in a little bit of foul trouble this first half. As Briggs, McGee, and Deal all with 3 fouls. Now we got a stoppage at the scorer table. Now the scoreboard shows 17-10 here in Parkview. So I'm guessing maybe that's what the stoppage was about. I have 17-10. I have a couple 3-pointers and a couple 2-point field goals for the Mustangs for their 10 points. Not sure what else they would be discussing at the head table. I did miss a 3-pointer earlier from the Lady Mustangs as I was working on my technical difficulty, so I'm not sure who made that first 3-point bucket for the Mustangs. But I do know they have 2 3-point shots and 2 2-point shots. As looks like they've got things squared away here. Again, Alyssa Brewer at the free throw line for the Lady Mustangs, shooting 2. She'll knock down the first. As Alyssa Tedder has checked in now for the Lady Buffaloes. And Brewer able to go 2 for 2 from the line. So 17-12 Lady Buffaloes, just over a minute to go here in the first half. Here's Norman with it. Nearly lost it. Able to get it to Bothwell. Bothwell drives, does lose it momentarily. Now there's a scramble for the ball. Richards able to come up with it. Throws it away. Is Norman able to come away with the steal? Norman to Hall, and Hall is going to get fouled, I believe, on that drive. And so that'll send Kinsey Hall to the free throw line once again. I've got Hall with 3 made free throws already here in the first half. And she'll miss the first. Hall comes up short on the second as well. As Richards will come away with the rebound. And Ferguson, she'll drive middle, takes it coast to coast, up off the glass, a little too strong. Scramble for the rebound. As Ironclad comes away with it with 25 seconds to go now here in the first half. Ironclad gets it to Richards. Richards able to knock down the 15-footer. Lady Buffaloes can play for the final shot here. Here's Norman to Schnee. Back to Norman. 6 seconds. Schnee will drive baseline. Schnee puts up the shot, can't get it to go. And with that, it'll be a 17-14 advantage here for the Lady Buffaloes at the half. So with that, let's go ahead and take a halftime break. I'm going to compile some stats here, come back with a first half recap, and maybe do my little pregame spiel all over again since we weren't live at the beginning of this contest. With that, let's go ahead and take a halftime break. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Bats, ants, termites. Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Welcome back to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierce. We are at the half. Lady Buffaloes with a 17-14 advantage over the Little Wound Lady Mustangs. Let's go ahead and quickly recap that first half here. Both offenses struggling a bit here as they both offenses kind of struggled all year long, honestly. But let's start with the Little Wound Lady Mustangs. Again, my apologies as I was having some technical difficulties earlier and wasn't live like I thought I was. And I remember the Lady Mustangs knocking down a three-pointer while I was troubleshooting, and I just didn't get that number. So these scoring is going to be unofficial as I'm missing 3 points from somebody on the Lady Mustang roster. But I have their leading scorer at the half with Tasha Zephyr with 5. Very well could be 8, as she may have been the one that knocked down the other three-pointer as well for the Lady Mustangs. I have Alyssa Brewer with 4, and Lalani Richards right towards the end of the half there knocking down about a 15-footer for a basket and her 2 points. As far as the Lady Buffaloes go, they are led by senior forward Journey Schnee as she has put in 6 points, followed by Kinsey Hall off the bench with 5. Kiara Briggs has a couple free throws for 2. Kason McGee has a bucket for 2. And Addie Deal has a couple free throws for her 2 points as well. So Lady Buffalo's in a little bit of foul trouble as well, as Briggs, McGee, and Deal all with 3 fouls in that first half. So they're going to have to be careful going forward as not to get into deeper foul trouble and potentially even foul out of this contest. But the Lady Buffalo bench has done a nice job here of maintaining and keeping the lead at the half here. As after one, it's been close throughout. Just a 10-8 advantage for Stanley County after the first quarter. And now we sit at 17-14 here, getting ready for the second half. Again, I know I wasn't live like I thought I was earlier, so I'll kind of cover what I covered in the pregame here a little bit. And again, my apologies to the Stanley County seniors, as it was senior night here, and I thought I was recording all the festivities going on for that, but obviously did not get that captured, so my apologies, ladies. But I talked about the Lady Buffaloes kind of getting hit big time with the injury bug this year, as Brecken Hebner, Cameron Norman, Jariah Walker, and Casey Knight have all been out for the Lady Buffaloes this year. So it's taken some younger players coming up from the junior varsity and some 7th and 8th graders to help fill some roster spots, and they are getting some valuable playing time here for the not only towards the end of the season here, but for the future as well. So they can only build on that, especially players like Kinsey Hall and Alyssa Tedder has gotten in a couple minutes as well so far for the Lady Buffaloes coming off the bench. So with that, reminder, folks, this is the first of 2 tonight. We got the boys basketball action coming up after this one concludes. So, again, I anticipate that to be a very good game, up and down action as well. So I'll be sure to make sure I go live correctly when that one starts. So be sure to capture all that right back here on Go Buffs Live as well. So with that, let's go and take about another 2-minute break, and we'll get ready for second half action right after this.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. As Brian Minning giving you the play-by-play with Go Buffs Live here tonight. As it'll be Lady Mustang basketball here to start the second half. Looks like the starting 5 for the Lady Buffaloes out there. Just double checking the Lady Mustangs roster here as well. Looks like Leilani Richards, number 20, going to get the start here the second half for them. As is number 31 out there, Tara Rogers. That pass over the head of Ferguson. Deal with the steal. A lot of ball there by Ferguson, but going to pick up a body foul as well. So Addie Deal will head to the free throw line for a couple free throws. Deal able to knock down the first. Deal's second too strong, but able to get her own rebound. That shot no good. Rebounded by the Lady Mustangs as we have a jump ball situation now, and possession arrow will favor the Lady Buffaloes. So McGee will inbound underneath her own basket, gets it over to Deal. Deal back out to McGee. Inside to Schnee. Schnee had an opening but kicks it back out to Deal. Deal's three comes up short. Deal hustles after the rebound, but it's going to go off of her and be Lady Mustang basketball. Zephyr will cross the timeline with it. Goes over to Richards. To Tibbetts. To Ferguson. She'll drive middle, loses it. That's going to go off the hand of Richards and be Lady Buffalo basketball. Here's Norman with it now for the Lady Buffs. Over to Schnee. Gets it to Briggs. Back to Schnee. Back out on top to Norman. Gets it over to Deal. Deal will drive middle, puts up the jumper. That one's off the mark, and then the Lady Mustangs come away with the rebound as Tibbetts will come away with it. Zephyr drives, kicks it to Richards, swings it to the top to Ferguson. Around the perimeter, back to Zephyr. Tibbetts with it now. There's a steal by Deal. And Deal able to convert the layup, her first basket of the evening. As the Lady Buffaloes increase their lead to 20-14 with just over 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Tibbetts over to Rogers. To Ferguson. To Zephyr. Zephyr will put up a three as she will get fouled by Norman. So Briley Ferguson to the free throw line for that was Zephyr. I thought it was Ferguson. That's Tasha Zephyr on the 3-point attempt. So she will head to the free throw line for 3 free throws. First one halfway down and rims back out. Second free throw too strong as well. Oh for 3 for Zephyr from the free throw line. Lady Buffaloes come away with the rebound. Here's McGee. McGee gets a couple screens, drives baseline with it, kicks it out to Norman. Norman's baseline 3, no good. It's going to go off of Richards and remain Stanley County basketball. McGee inbounds to Briggs. Briggs in the low post to Schnee. Schnee loses it. Ends up in the hands of Deal. And Tibbetts is going to get called for a foul here. I believe that might be number 4 on Tibbetts if they call it on 22, and they do. I don't see anybody checking in here for the Lady Mustangs, so Tibbetts is going to have to play with 4 fouls as Briggs gets the inbound and knocks down her first 3 of the contest. As the Lady Buffaloes extend their lead to 23-14. Here's Tibbetts with it, getting double teamed. We'll have a jump ball situation here, and we do. Possession arrow will favor the Mustangs. As Deandra Ironcloud checks back in. Inbound goes to Ferguson. Off the hands of the Lady Buffalo, still Mustang basketball. Inbound goes to Ironcloud. Ironcloud tries to get it to Rogers. Pass off the mark and turnover on the Mustangs. And we're going to have a timeout here by the Lady Mustangs. A quick 30-second timeout. Let's go ahead and take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds right after this.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Ready to gain an edge?
Welcome back to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierce. The scoring struggles continue here for the Lady Mustangs as they are still looking for their first points here of the second half with just over 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Briggs will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Buffs. Gets it over to Deal. To McGee. McGee looking for some help as she's double teamed. And we're going to have a foul. Looks like it's going to go against Zephyr. That's going to be her fourth. As Brewer will check back in, as well as looks like Poirier. Inbound goes to Schnee. To Norman. Gets it to Briggs. Briggs for another three. Comes up a little short. Offensive rebound by Deal. Couple of Lady Mustangs down. That short jumper off the mark. Norman's going to come away with her offensive rebound as we still got a Lady Mustang down. Can't see a number from here. Sam Noss from Avera Medical Group out there checking on the down Mustang. I believe that might be Ironcloud, it appears. So let's go and take another quick timeout as they tend to Ironcloud, and we'll be back once again right after this.
Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Lucky for us.
All right, good news is Deandra Ironcloud was able to walk off under her own power there and head to the bench. Took a pretty nasty fall there as she was defending one of the Lady Buffs. As that three-point attempt by Ferguson a little too strong. Schnee comes away with the rebound. Deal trying to get it to Briggs, stolen by the Mustangs. Here comes Zephyr with it. And she loses it into the hands of Norman now. Deal will take a corner three, and Deal knocks it down, her first three of the evening. As the Lady Buffaloes will extend their lead to 26-14 now. Another steal here by the Lady Buffs as McGee comes away with it now. She'll try to go coast to coast with it and does. Zephyr to Brewer. Brewer will drive, puts up the scoop shot, comes up short, gets her own rebound. That one comes up short as well, and Norman comes away with the rebound. Schnee with it now. Schnee will drive. Gets it to Norman. Tries to get it inside to Deal, knocked away by the Lady Mustangs. Here's Zephyr again. Zephyr will take a three and gets the bounce and gets it to fall. I unofficially have her with her second three of the night. It might be three as I again missed a three-pointer from somebody on the Lady Mustangs earlier. Here's Norman with it. Inside to Schnee. Kick back out to McGee. McGee will take a baseline three, too strong. Briggs able to run down the rebound. Gets it to Norman. She'll drive middle. Deal with another baseline jumper. She'll knock down that one as well. Addie Deal starting to warm up a bit here now, as the Lady Buffaloes lead 30-17 with 2:20 to go here in quarter number 3. There's a steal by Deal. Deal gets it over to McGee. McGee puts it up off the glass and good for 2. Zephyr, top of the key, drives middle, kicks it out to Brewer. Brewer will take the jumper. That's no good. Deal there for the rebound. Deal tries to get it to Schnee. Too strong. Brewer comes away with it. Brewer takes it coast to coast, comes up short, as McGee will come away with the rebound. McGee to Deal, tries to get it to Schnee, gets it. Deal gets her own deflection. Now back into Schnee to Briggs. Back to McGee. Cross court to Norman. To Deal from the other corner. And Deal knocks down her second 3. She's got one from each corner now. As we're going to have another timeout on the court here. Looks like another quick 30-second timeout. Let's take 30 as well, and we'll be back right after this.
Is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wind Circle, operating.
Welcome back. They actually ended up changing that to a full timeout, but we'll come back here a little early anyway, as the Lady Buffaloes are on fire this third quarter, as they currently lead 35-17. Let's see if I can do some quick math here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Another 8 and 9. About 18 points or so this quarter, it looks like, for the Lady Buffaloes, which is more than they scored all in the first half, as Addie Deal's really come on, knocked down a couple threes and a couple field goals as well. Zephyr with it now for the Lady Mustangs. Looking for options as she gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson will drive. Puts up the scoop shot off the glass and good. And Briley Ferguson will head to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. As Kinsey Hall will check back in as Addie Deal gets a much-deserved rest. Ferguson not able to complete the three-point play as Schnee comes away with the rebound. Briggs will get it over to McGee. McGee to Hall. And Hall's going to get called for steps. Zephyr again here for the Lady Mustangs. She'll drive middle with it. Puts it up off the glass and good. A little bit of pressure here now from the Lady Mustangs. Hall able to get it to Briggs. Norman back to Briggs. Back to Norman. Elbow shot there by McGee. Not able to knock it down, but Schnee there for the offensive rebound. Lady Buffs can play for the final shot now. McGee to Hall. Hall will take the jumper. That one's in and out. So Brewer comes away with the rebound. Mustangs with 10 seconds now. Here's Ferguson with it. Gets it to Marshall. Back to Ferguson. That shot comes up short as Briggs will come away with the rebound. And at the end of three, it's going to be the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes 35 and the Little Wound Lady Mustangs 21. Let's take another quarter break here. We'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this.
1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. WindCircle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey, the experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
When you're
All right, we're back live here at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierce. We get ready to start the fourth quarter. Lady Buffalo's in possession. They get it to Norman off the inbound. That three-pointer off the back iron. Now scramble for the rebound. It will result in a dual possession, and possession arrow will favor the Lady Mustangs. Zephyr across the timeline for the Lady Mustangs once again. Thought about the three, gets it to Brewer. Brewer will drive. Too many steps, yes, as she will call for traveling. Hall gets it to Briggs. Briggs back to Hall, who gets it to Schnee at the top of the key. Back over to Briggs. Hall will take the baseline jumper. That one goes off the back iron as well, and rebounded by Zephyr. It's to Ferguson. Ferguson slips, but Brewer able to get the loose ball. Here's Ferguson with it. She'll drive, puts up the shot a little too strong, as Hall comes away with the rebound. Hall gets it to Schnee, who gets it to, looks like that's McGee down there. Tries to get it back to Schnee. Schnee somehow comes away with it. Up off the glass and good for two. Schnee's first bucket of the second half. Zephyr to Brewer. Brewer puts up the shot, comes up short, gets her own rebound up off the glass and good for two. Hall goes to her left. Looking for options. Gonna get it stolen. Ferguson comes away with it. Ferguson drives, kicks it out to Zephyr. Back on top to Richards. Richards' three comes up just short. And Briggs comes away with the rebound. Briggs down to Norman, finds Schnee in the low block. Schnee a little too strong off the glass that time. Gets her own rebound, though. As Ferguson's going to pick up a foul. Good to see Deandra Ironcloud back out there. She checks back in as she took a pretty hard fall earlier in that third quarter. Lady Buffs inbound. Here's McGee at the top of the key. Deep three. Missed it, but Schnee got offensive rebound. Missed it. Offensive rebound again, but gets the putback block that time. Here comes Ironcloud. Ironcloud gonna get... Looked like she pushed off there a bit, but McGee wasn't in position, so it's going to be a blocking foul. And they will call that on the shot, so it is going to be Ironcloud to the free throw line for a couple. Ironcloud misses the first as Bothwell checks back in for the Lady Buffaloes, and McGee will go to the bench with her fourth foul. Ironclad comes up short on the second. Schnee snags the rebound. 5:20 remains. And we're going to have a... I think they were going to initially call over and back, but they corrected it, saying the ball was tipped, so it'll remain Lady Buffalo basketball. Breaks to Norman. Norman will take the three. Too strong, but Schnee there for another rebound. Finds Bothwell underneath. Bothwell puts up the shot. Can't get it to go, but is going to get fouled. So Ryan Bothwell will head to the free throw line for a couple. Bothwell's first rims off. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the court here as well. Let's go ahead and take one as well. Looks like this time it's going to be a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds after this.
Have a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV? Think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Do you have a new pair of jeans?
5:09 left to play here in the fourth and final quarter as Stanley County looks to get their third victory on the year, currently leading 37-23 with Ryan Bothwell shooting her second free throw of two. And she puts that one up off the glass and will get in the scorebook. Here's Ferguson with it. Ferguson will drive, puts up the shot, no good. Richards there for the offensive rebound. Gets her another rebound. Ferguson with a deep jumper, too strong, and Bothwell there for the rebound. Hall takes it. She'll put up the left-handed layup. Can't get it to go. Schnee there for the offensive rebound, up and good. Journey Schnee having herself a nice game. Her last game as a senior here at Parkview Auditorium, as that three is up and good by Zephyr off the glass. Now some full court pressure here by the Lady Mustangs. And Hall in some trouble, so Coach Braceland will call a timeout here. It's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. Let's take another 30 as well, as we'll be back right after this.
Or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Fentanyl is a power.
All right, back live here at Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. Remember, folks, this is the first of two tonight as we got the boys varsity action to follow after this one concludes. So make sure to go back to Go Buffs Live and click on the boys varsity game shortly after this one concludes as the Lady Mustangs continue with the pressure. Briggs able to get it to Schnee. Gets it to Hall. Lost it momentarily, able to retain possession. Gets it back out to Briggs. 4 minutes remain. Schnee with it now. Finds Briggs cutting to the basket. As we're going to have another foul underneath. Just the third team foul, so a couple more fouls until the bonus situation. Delay game warning along the baseline on the Lady Mustangs, so they'll redo the inbound here. Inbound goes to Norman. She'll get her shot blocked. Ironclad comes away with it. Ironclad drives, kicks it out to Zephyr. That three-point shot a little too strong as Briggs comes away with the rebound. Lady Mustangs have definitely amped up the pressure here as Ferguson comes away with the steal. Now she loses it. Zephyr comes away with it. She'll drive middle. Able to put it up, and it's before the shot, so that shot will not count. Nice athletic play by Zephyr anyway to convert that tough shot as McGee and Deal back in for the Lady Buffaloes. As Bothwell and Hall will take a seat. Inbound goes to Brewer. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson goes baseline with it. Can't get the shot to go, but she will get fouled on that shot, so Briley Ferguson back to the free throw line. Ferguson's first free throw a little too strong. Ferguson can't get the second to go either as Schnee pulls down another rebound. Not able to track rebounds, but Schnee's got a handful of them tonight, it seems like. Here's Deal with a baseline jumper, comes up short. Got her own rebound, able to get it to McGee. Back to Schnee. Schnee will take the jumper. That one's down and out as Ironclad comes away with it. Ironclad takes it coast to coast. That layup too strong. Briggs comes away with it. Briggs tries to get it to Deal. Loose ball. Scramble. Going to have a dual possession, and possession arrow is going to favor. As my huddle camera just went off, folks, I apologize. I don't have control of that, so I will have to get that fixed, obviously, before the next game comes up here. Let me try reconnecting here. Maybe it's just these huddle cameras are on a timer, so this does happen occasionally. Inbound goes to the Lady Buffaloes, not able to convert that shot, not a bounce off the Lady Buffalo, so it'll remain, or excuse me, it'll be Lady Mustang basketball, I should say. So again, I apologize as the huddle camera has been off, as I believe it's timed out. We'll have a dual possession once again. This time possession arrow favors the Lady Buffaloes with 2:29 to play. Actually, now it's reversed, and they're going to say possession arrow favors the Mustangs. I would anticipate the camera coming back on here shortly again for the boys' game, but for now we'll have to deal with it till I can get a hold of the athletic director to see what time it's supposed to come back on here, as that shot by the Lady Mustangs is missed, and McGee able to pull down the rebound. Another scramble for the loose ball. It'll go off the Lady Buffaloes, and actually it'll be off the Lady Mustangs and be Buffalo basketball. .2:13 to go. Lady Buffaloes inbound. Lady Buffaloes lead 40-26. Schnee just throws that one away. Turnover, and Mustangs will bring it across half court. Ferguson with it. Ferguson's going to get fouled. As that'll stop the clock with just under 2 minutes to play. As Addie Deal has picked up her 5th foul and exits the ball game. Lady Mustangs inbound underneath her own basket. Gets it out to Ferguson. Ferguson to Zephyr. Zephyr gets that 3-point shot blocked. And then Schnee comes away with it. Schnee gets it to Briggs. Briggs to Hall. Hall shot no good. Here's Ironcloud with it. Ironcloud drives middle. Loses it. Then Lady Buffaloes come away with it. And Hall will get fouled in the backcourt. And I think they're discussing whether or not that was the 5th team foul, which would result in free throws from Stanley County. As it looks like maybe we're going to get our camera back here. Let me try to refresh one more time. And we do have our video back, as just in time for another full timeout, folks. So let's go ahead and take another timeout here. We'll be back in 1 minute right after this.
Synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
For over 70 years.
Just over 1 minute to go here now in Parkview Auditorium, as we got another foul underneath. And that will be the 5th team foul now on the Mustangs, so that will send Kara Briggs to the free throw line. Briggs' first attempt too strong. And Briggs' second comes up short, but McGee there for the offensive rebound. She can't get that shot to go, but she will get fouled. And so Case and McGee will head to the free throw line. As Alyssa Brewer will pick up her 4th foul. McGee able to get the roll and knock down the first. McGee can't get the second. Scramble for the rebound. Mustangs come away with it. Here comes Ironcloud with under a minute to go. She'll put up the left-handed shot. Can't get it to go. Ferguson there for the offensive rebound. That one's too strong. And McGee will get fouled in the backcourt and head back to the free throw line with 49.7 to go. So Lady Buffs will improve to 3-17 on the year. Nice way to finish off the regular season with a victory as that first free throw by McGee rims out. McGee can't get the second to go either. Another offensive rebound by Schnee. She can't get it to go. Another offensive chance by Schnee. That's up and in. Here's Zephyr. She'll put it up off the glass for 2 more. Here's Hall with it as she nearly split a double team, but ends up getting tripped up. So Kinsey Hall to the free throw line for a couple. Hall can't get the first. Hall can't get the second to go either, but Schnee there with another offensive rebound and fouled on that rebound attempt, so Journey Schnee will now head to the free throw line. As Summer Marshall will check in for the Lady Mustangs. Brewer will take a seat as she has fouled out with 5 fouls. Schnee's first comes up short. Schnee able to knock down the second. That layup attempt by Zephyr, left-handed, can't quite get it to go. Norman there for the rebound, stolen by Ferguson. Final 10 seconds. Ferguson drives, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by 22 is Tibbetts. And so your final score from Parkview Auditorium will be the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes 44 and the Lady Mustangs of Littlebone 30. So again, the Lady Buffaloes will improve to 3-17, and the Mustangs will drop to 4-13 on the year. So since we have another ball game coming up here, folks, let's take a quick break here. I'm going to try to add up some quick stats here, and we'll get ready for the boys contest here as quickly as I can here. So we'll take a quick break here, come back in a couple minutes to wrap this one up and get the boys game started here shortly.
Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitts Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Stay at Mobridge Country Inn and Guide Service, locally owned on Highway 12 and 20 West. Enjoy clean linens, plenty of amenities, and a comfortable stay with authentic country hospitality. The inn is within walking distance to most of the town's attractions. Guests can enjoy continental breakfast, barbecue grills, HD cable TV, microwaves, refrigerators, free Wi-Fi, and much more throughout the property. Book guided fishing trips through the front desk. Proud supporter of all South Dakota high school activities.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Did you?
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium as we conclude the girls contest here, and it was the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes with a 44-30 victory, I should say, over the Little Wound Lady Mustangs. Quick scoring recap here. Again, as we got to get ready for our boys contest coming up here as they're doing the parent night presentation here for the boys. So we'll start here for the visitors from Little Wound. I unofficially had their leading scorer tonight as Tasha Zephyr with 15. Very well could have been 18 as I missed a three-pointer earlier from someone on the Lady Mustang roster, but we'll call Zephyr with 15, followed by Alyssa Brewer with 6. Leilani Richards had a bucket for 2. Ramona Tibbetts had a bucket late there, final bucket of the contest for her 2 points. And Bradley Ferguson with a bucket in that second half as well for her 2 points as well. For the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes, they were led by senior Journey Schnee, who ended up with 13 on the evening. Addie Deal with a strong third quarter also ended up with 13. Let's see, followed by Kason McGee, 7 points. Kara Briggs finished with 5. Kinsey Hall off the bench with 5. And Ryan Bothwell knocks down a free throw for her single point as well. So pretty good overall game here for the Lady Buffs to conclude the regular season. So congratulations as the Lady Buffaloes will go out on a winning note here. So with that, let's go ahead and I'm going to end this stream and get the boys stream started up as soon as I can here, as again they're currently doing parents nights, and they'll honor the seniors as well here, just like they did the girls earlier. So with that, let's go ahead and we'll end this stream, and again, make sure to go back to GoBuffsLive.com and click on the link here for the boys action here in just a few minutes while I get things set up on this end. So I'll be back in a few minutes here.